All right, hello from Indy. So I went ahead and just figured I'd just go ahead and do this video, I guess. Get it out of the way. That way you guys can see that. So this is the other bracket that's very common. You'll see these on RV 440s. This is just a very common bracket. The one I prefer. So it consists of this triangular shaped bracket, your adjustment arm. Then you'll have three spacers. You'll have a large spacer that goes in here, a medium behind it, and then this small one right here, which is behind this bolt in this bracket. You can see it right back there now. This bolt is 5.5 inches, I believe. It's a long bolt. The large spacer is 2/100. The medium spacer is 1/550, and the small is 1/130. You'll notice on this bracket there's a nut and there's two holes. So you want to use the bottom hole and you want the nut on the inside. So when you're installing this, take this bracket, put it on there first, then that'll hold it so you don't have to mess with that. Secondly, I prefer to install this bolt with the adjustment arm and the small spacer. So you'll notice, here, the bracket's here. The adjustment arm is on the inside of the bracket, between the block and the bracket there, and then the short spacer, and there's no washer or anything behind that. And that's on the bottom bolt hole of the water pump housing. If you can see that. There's your top hole, your bolt, your middle, and that is the bottom. There's a better view of how that goes together. That's your small spacer. Once you've mounted that and that, you'll notice too you have good access to your heat or your temperature sending unit. Now that's all mounted, and all you got to do is literally mount the alternator. The long bolt, I always put a washer there. Then the long spacer. You'll notice I used a washer to take up a little bit of a gap in there. Then there's the medium spacer, and I needed a thick washer because it was a little too close to the block, so the belt wasn't straight. So I used that. You can use a thick washer, you can use a bunch of little washers, however you do it. And you may not need one at all. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. And that's what I like. There's nothing interfering down here. You don't have that big bracket in the way of your fuel pump. And the last thing is you just pull your alternator up, tighten that bolt, and you're good to go. So I'll show you everything again. Medium spacer with a washer. Okay. It's up there. And last, down there. If you needed to move this out a little bit further away, you could just add a washer against the block at all three spots if you needed to. One there, one back here, and one back there. I think that's everything. All right, later.